Welcome back to the channel. Now in this video I'm going to show you a really quick and easy way of doing what's quite a complicated small bit of work if you go about it in the wrong fashion. So what we've got at these dormers is the fact that we've got to put our sheathing on and then we've got to pitch the roof underneath. And unlike a normal rafter which has got enough to sit on a wall plate, the existing wall plate which is behind here, we don't have the wall plate anymore and we don't have a wall plate at this point. So what you can see here, we've got all of these small rafters going through and I make that all up as one and bring it up and fix it in. So I start with a pattern, and the pattern is basically the exact rafter which fits at the foot here. Then I go and cut these. I had 16, there's 4 dormers here to do. Mark up the wall plate, so this is the wall plate and this is the wall plate, and put it all together downstairs. Then I bring the OSB up, clad the front with the OSB, and then it's just a matter of slotting the whole thing in and just putting a shim under it on the wall plate to get it up to the level of the eave. And there you have it. It's just super quick and super easy. The other alternative way is trying to put a wall plate through there, then trying to balance one through here, then trying to fix these, which are particularly difficult because you've got to skew nail them, they're short, they may split. Whereas the beauty of this is we've got the plates here back fixed, so they're really solid, bring it all up, and then it's just a matter of attaching it all back to the building. So I'm going to go and put one together for you and show you exactly what that means. So the main beauty about doing something like this is the fact it's repetitious work, and that just speeds things up. For example, cutting 16 of these rafters is exactly the same as cutting 16 of the long rafters up on site. It's just the distance between the birds' mouths which is different, okay? So it looks like a little bit of work, but it's exactly the same as building a big roof. There's the same amount of cuts and connections to deal with. So I've got some of the stock over here, so there's 4 for each one. I've also got all the wall plates ready, and these, I've marked them all up in one go as well. So when I'm assembling, it's a lot easier. I'll just get you a pair out here, 2 face sides, and they're all marked. So it's a matter of just putting it all together. I'll stick these out the way for a sec here. Take our rafters, I'll leave the pattern here. It's always best to use the pattern last. Take four rafters, and we'll just stick a couple at either end for now. And then we'll take our wall plates and we'll put them upside down so the marks line up with the work. Something like this. And we use the square lines to keep everything true. And then it's just a matter of attaching them all together. So I'm going to back fix these, and that's going to keep everything perfect and tight. The pattern was really good, and cutting the rafters, it's really easy when you're down here doing all this sort of stuff. Now I'll take the opposite plate and pop it on. Same thing, line up the marks and fix that on as well. So I fixed the 2 outside ones to get everything parallel and true, and then it's just a matter of dropping in the others underneath. And lining it all up. Spiking it home. So there we have it, okay? So I've just put that little roof together and it will sit upstairs something like that, all right? We've got the plates all held, lovely and secure. It's all nice and parallel. Every rafter was the same. So it's a matter of now just taking it up and fixing it in. So sheathing the dormer first, we'll sheathe the dormer first, then we'll put this up and we'll fix it in. Right, so first job is put the ply on and fix all that back. Just gonna start by marking my studs down. So when I put the ply in, I can just plumb up and know exactly where to spike them. There we go, right down to the insulation. Otherwise I've got to get up there, mark it from the top, and this just takes a bit more time. Then my ply, I'll mark a line down to where it comes to, and get my hammer, I'll spike a couple of spikes in so it sits on it temporarily. So it's 760, the overall height of the ply. Pop a couple of spikes in at 760. One at this end. It's like another pair of hands, that. It's holding it for me while I set it up. 760, 30 inches, or 2'6". If you are from America, like about 18% of my viewers are, which is amazing. Fair few from Australia, Ireland, the Netherlands, so everyone's welcome, and thanks obviously. I'm just walking slowly because the camera is going to shake because you're on a tripod on the scaffold. So I'll attach the plywood onto those nails, pop it back up onto the stud. Check it for straight and true. That's it. I'm just going to attach a spike in one end to hold it at the top. Tap it in here. You probably can't see this now. Bend that over. Check it for level on the sill. And once I come up that end a tiny weeny bit. Yep. Pop a spike in here to hold it. Check it for level again. That's good. It wants to come down a hair. We can do that on the nail. Okay, happy with that. And then plumb up my marks that I put on here. Slippery stuff OSB. And then we can spike that back. battery's dead. So my pattern set everything, which means that the bottom of the pattern is with the soffit cut here. Our soffit slots over the top. So I'm just going to put a shim there and the same on the other side, so it actually sits the plate on. Bring it up with a little bit of a pack in here and there. So when it comes in, it's already sitting roughly at the right spot. Just pop that under there as well. This one's a little bit big on this side, so I needed something a little bit smaller. Let's use a couple of these plastic ones. There we go, that's good. Then it's a matter of bringing it in the frame. And slotting it in between, gently. The wall plates fit. There we go. I've got my temporary nails in there that I forgot to take out. That's a schoolboy error. Let's hit in those. Where's he gone? There we go. Get him out the way. And that one. There we go. So then we just want to make sure that we're in and up onto those little packers, little spacers. There we go. And back against the dormer. And you can see how satisfying that is. You've just gone and got all of that work put through together. So I will check that for flat. I'll use my long level and I'll check it for flat and adjust it in and out. Start by going on the soffit, and it's really quite nice and straight and flat through there. Then we'll check it up here, and I can pull the fixings in, and that will pull them down nice and flat. So we'll put a couple of screws in there first. See what we're like at the bottom. Check how we're running now. It's pulled it all back and flat. Check what the tops are like. And they look absolutely spot on now. You can't really go wrong using this method. Pop the fixing in here. Check it one more time. Check the underside. Again, that's really nice. I've got a shim to go in the middle here where the plate has got a little bit of a cup in it and a bow, which is another easy thing to do because I've got the space for shims. So I'll put a couple of shims in there using the claw of my hammer to just tweak it up a little bit and then pop a shim in. There we go. Check that for flat. And straight away that's pulled us exactly back where we want to be. Check it across the top at the bottom if there is such a thing. And so I'm pretty happy with that. The datum's now really good. So we're going to attach that back with some screws just for now. And that is how we simplify everything. Make it super quick, easy to repeat on all of the others, and less frustrating. Anyway, so I hope you like that. Catch me again soon.